I'm live. Okay. Hi, everyone. Um, yeah, I'm so happy you're here. I didn't get anything from the chat, Leon. What's going on there? Everybody's saying hi. I want to say hi too. Normally I look, but for a moment. Anyway, um, before I forget, I want to say thank you to all of you for having done this with me all that time, and to Stippy, and to Lian and Louise. Lian is now here. Louise is also here at times, or Bas, my husband, and the people behind the screens like Kirsty and Rotem, and who've been moderating from home, usually the sessions, and I'm sure one of them is here now, probably Kirsty. So thank you to all of them. It's not that this whole thing happening has not just been me. Stippy, do you agree? So yeah, it is the last, for now, the last one on YouTube, because I need to move on as well. But next week at 5 o'clock on Thursday, I am going to be live on the website. I'm moving house on Friday, this Friday, so I need a few days. But on Thursday next week, you can find me on the website if you're a member, and I'll be going live doing something similar like this. So we've made that happen. We're still evolving that platform to also go live on, but it's there. So hopefully you'll find me there. And when things get tough again or something like that happens, I can always come back, and I'll come back now and then, and I'll somehow let you know. In the meantime, I was driving to the studio for quite a while, and there was this song, and I can't give you the link because it's a Dutch song, so for most of you that's not gonna work out very well, but it was beautiful. It was about the person who sang it, really about that she smiles while she really is crying inside. And she's doing that all the time, and she's wondering what happens if she would stop doing that, and if people would still love her. And it was actually beautifully sang, and the text is pretty nice as well, because I think a lot of us do that. And I think that's maybe the main. If I want you to take anything from all of these live sessions, it is that give yourself space to be who you are. Give yourself space to be with the feelings that are actually living inside of you, not the smile that you put on top of it, or the energy that you throw over it to not feel it. I mean, that can all be there too, and at times I do it because at times it's just easier, or I just have to get on with it. But there's always a time in the day that I take a pause where I am with what's really going on. And if that's sadness, that I am with the sadness. If there's tears, I let the tears flow. And it doesn't always have to be a very long time, but do that every day. Carve out some time during the day to be with yourself, to ask yourself what's happening inside of me, and to allow what is happening inside of me with the question, can I be with this, or can I let this be? These are also the two first steps of mindfulness, the two basic steps. This is mindfulness, basically. And this is mindfulness applied to what's going on inside of you. So not mindfulness applied to everything that is here right now. So this, I could totally forget about you and just be here with this super sweet, soft animal in front of me. I have to be careful even not to lose myself in it. And that is mindfulness as well, is that you just allow yourself to disappear into what is here right now rather than in the mind. So mindfulness with regards to how you feel is what is happening inside of me, and can I let that be? Can I be with it without trying to interfere? And this is so important. If this can become your practice, if you can really do that every day, and longer periods if you need to, you will change your life. You will become a different person, and you will be settled, but also you will be happier, because again, where your real feelings are and being with that lives on the same energetic plane as happiness, as peace, as bliss. Yeah? So love, basically. So you cannot feel love and be peaceful and be happy if you refuse to look inward and be with what is. It's just not possible. So, and that's up to you. And it's, unfortunately, for whatever reason, it's not a natural thing to do. So we need to practice to do that, unless you're very lucky and you were raised that way, to really always stand still for a moment, go inward and see what's going on. Most of us aren't raised that way. Most of us didn't have a life that made that possible and make that sort of important to do that all the time. So we need to learn and we need to make ourselves do it. And when you go through a really tough time, it becomes even more important. And then it becomes important to do it once or twice during the day, set times, so that the rest of the day, now and then, you can put on a smile and can continue with life. And it becomes bearable. And if you don't take those little times out to be with the pain and the sort of difficult feelings, then those difficult feelings are there the whole time, influencing you in the background. So it's your choice. You've got the choice. So please take that away from these sessions, is to be with what's going on. And then, of course, the shaking and the moving the joints. You know, you can always do yoga. There's a whole website full of yoga classes. So I don't feel very needed to do that right now, right here. But the moving the joints and the shaking as well, just to keep the energy flowing. So let's do that and then sit with each other. I'm sorry, Stippy, I have to get up. Yes. Yeah, you can stay. You can stay. Yeah, you go down. Anyway, okay, so let's stand up and let's start to move the space between the bones, because that's where most of the tightness begins to accumulate if you've not been moving a lot, or if you are stressed and the stress gets into your body. So let's start with moving the fingers. So you can move them in and out, and maybe in the meantime also moving the wrists, and then starting to sort of move the fingers and the whole arms, where you internally and externally rotate the upper arm bone in the shoulder socket. So rolling the wrists one way and the other way, and then press the hands out. So if you're pushing something away. And you can feel that the nerves are stretching. Yeah. And then you can swing the arms. Oh, that's very sweet. And when you swing the arms, as you swing down, this is your cue to drop your energy. So inhale. You don't have to do that all the time. Just notice with the knees soft that when you swing the arms down, your energy drops. And remember the deep breath, and then with the out breath, releasing the energy from the head, the heart, the throat, to your lower belly, to the pubic bone. Way. Way. That's it. And then you can swing the arms a little bit more by, it's like making a figure of 8 with both arms. So I'm drawing a figure of 8 sideways with my arms. So I'm moving my shoulders. Hey, don't forget the out breath. Whew. That's it. Swinging. And then swinging a little backward, which is a bit weird. So I'm getting confused. So then I go that way and I go this way. So yeah, okay. And then just do one arm, but be gentle. So go slow and softly. And if you notice your shoulder doesn't take it, make your movements tiny. Just do what you can to loosen it out. It doesn't have to be big movements. It doesn't have to be fast. You just see what happens, and for a little bit, just the other way. And we're not forcing anything either. Other arm. And gently. Yeah. Okay, just roll the shoulders back and forward. Okay, and then swing the arms. And you can swing the arms with your feet wide apart for a moment and just kind of knees are bent, moving the hips from side to side and letting the spine move along. So we're releasing any tightness now from the spine, which has lots of joints. And then you can step your feet together and keep your head faced towards me. And you're just swinging your arms in your upper body. So this also, the rotation goes up in the body towards the neck. Remember to breathe deep and full. And let it go on the out breath. Release that energy, the stagnation, if it's there. And sometimes you really have to work to get your body going. Your body doesn't want to. When you feel really low, everything in the body feels like, oh, I don't want to do it. And you're really forcing yourself in that case is a good idea. Just to get yourself out of that state and get the energy to flow again. Because everything changes when the energy begins to flow. And also you become more coherent energetically again when the energy drops from the head down into the belly with the deep breaths and the out breaths. Okay. And then you can just reach with your elbow a little bit. So you swing forward, reaching with the elbow. The upper back is bent, the knees are bent, just to get between the ribs. So you reach across the body in a diagonal. And then from here, you can start moving your hands back and forth. Alternatively, look at me if you're not sure. And also knees stay bent, bending through the spine. Also to release between the shoulder blades, the mid back. And as you swing down, also the lower back. And then you can sway a little bit with your arms here, both arms at the same time, moving from left to right. With a loose, relaxed body. And then hang for a moment, feel the opening in the back of the legs. Deep breath in and out. Inhale. And out through the chest. Good. And then bending your knees. Let the weight move down through the feet into the floor. Belly engages and come up all the way back to standing. And then move your arms from side to side. Across the body. Opening the waist and the chest and the side body. And this is super nice, especially if you've got a tight side body. At times when I do, this is a daily thing because it's so simple. You can just bring it in anytime. Okay. And then from there, allowing the hips to roll around. So you can make smaller circles, you can make bigger circles, you can place your hands in your kidneys. Again, we're thawing out any tension in the hips, so you can again adjust to what feels right for you. How big need the circles be? And maybe you're here, maybe this is what releases tightness and tension. Every day is different for me. And then moving the other direction. You can also let your arms swing a bit. Okay. And when you've got tension in your hips and you feel that and you're doing this for yourself at home, you can do this for 15 minutes and work it out. Not forcing, but just really just staying in front of the tension a little bit so you don't push it. You're just loosening around it till finally that bit of tension goes as well. And then bringing your feet quite close together. You'll feel it where they need to be. The knees are resting against each other and you just make circles with the knees. Deep breath in And let it out. Hey. And the other direction. Let it out. And come up. And then you just lift up your right foot, ground to your left foot, and you circle your foot around to rotate through the ankle in the other direction. And just for a few times squeeze your toes in and out. And then shake out the foot. Okay, other side. So ground through the right leg. Rotate the left ankle by moving the toes around. The other direction. Squeeze your toes and flick them out like you do with your fingers. And shake out the foot. Okay, just a little bit the neck. So you stand up straight and you just gently, first actually take the shoulders back. So front rib soft, but you do lift up from this part of the spine, up, so that the chest lifts, but at the same time stays soft. And with that shoulders back, you're just moving your head from side to side. And then with your nose, circle around, drawing circles in front of you with your nose. You can start smaller and then go bigger. And then circles the other direction, starting smaller, like a spiral, and then going bigger. Wonderful. And then for a moment, place your hands behind your head, interlace the fingers, and then pressing the elbows forward, take the armpits in, and then press the head back into the hands as you gently pull the back of the head upwards. Okay. Nothing too much, and then gently let go of that. And then just right ear, right shoulder, left ear, left shoulder. And then making an 8 with your nose. Again, sideways, drawing an 8, figure of 8. And that's it. And then we shake out. So shake out the hands. Start to bounce a little bit, both knees bounce at the same time. From bending to more or less straight. Shake out the elbows and the shoulders. Deep breath in. Hey! And make that sound when you exhale. Another one. Hey! Good. And then shake out the waist and the buttocks. Deep breath, shake out the chest. Deep breath in. Good. And then shake out the right leg and the left leg. Keep the foot strong so you really shake the thigh. And then imagine a bucket of ice cold water. Inhale. Shake it all out. And do that one more time. Inhale deep. Good. And come to stillness. Open your eyes. Inhale. Lift your elbows. Hands to about heart height. Exhale. Sink your energy to stillness. Rise again. Feel the energy floating. I'm literally coming up a little bit. Exhale, sinking. Move the hands along the front line of the body. Inhale. Exhale. Elbows. Feel the energy floating. Become light. Settle it. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Wonderful. Deep breath in. Feel the stillness. Relax. And come to a seated position. It's okay. It's okay. Stay. So find your seat, whether it's on a meditation pillow or on a chair. And let your body settle. The only thing you need to remember is that you want to sit up right. So even if it's leaning against something, place some support in the lower back so your chest is open. Your spine is long. And let your energy settle. Just relax the body. Feel the floor underneath the body, the solidity, the groundedness. When you sit in meditation and before you do anything else, ground yourself within the body, out of your head, into the body. And do nothing before you do something in meditation. So grounding, doing nothing, and then doing something. So feel the physical shape and form of the body and settle within it. So don't think about the physical shape and form. Don't visualize it, but feel it directly. Let your energy sink from the head into the body. Feel the movement of breath, the space the physical shape and form of you takes up. And let yourself become still. Settle like a mountain. So that you can feel a mountain-like presence within the body, within the lower part of the body. And then just leave everything be, just like when a pool of water is a little bit choppy. If you leave it alone, it becomes clear and quiet and mirror-like. When you leave everything alone, everything settles. Like a pool of water. And your heart becomes clear and settled like a mirror. And when you feel relatively settled and grounded, and you can leave everything be, it's time to ask the question, what's going on inside of me? And then leave it alone. Again, so that can settle too. So then it is, again, can I be with it? Can I be with this? Or can I let this be? Still feeling grounded, feeling the floor underneath the body, the mountain-like presence within. And can I be with sensations or emotions? Anything that wants to come up. And you don't need to fix it. It doesn't need to go away. And there's nothing specific you need to feel. It might be numbness or peace or just let it be. Can you be with it? What is going on inside of you? And exactly that, what is going on or what you think is not going on or what you think should be going on. Leave it all alone. Can you be with that? Can you just be and let it all be? So it can settle. Can you be with it with loving awareness, with a loving presence from the heart? So that when you can really be with what's going on, you have also access to the love that is in the background, the love that is always there, holding it. The stillness out of which all of this arises and passes back into. And remember, you don't have to hold it all by yourself. If feelings are overwhelming, ask help. It might help to bring a symbol of compassion in, like Kuan Yin or the Buddha or someone you admire, to hold it with you, to say, can you hold this with me? And also remember, we're not sitting alone. You might be sitting alone in your physical space, but all through the world we are meditating together. And in the end, there's only one ever renewable source of energy, out of which everything arises, all of us. So we are, in the end, coming from the same place. We are the same. There's only one mind. And we are working on relaxing and bringing love into all the individual expressions of that one mind, so that can seep back into that one mind. Feel the connection we've got. And no matter when you are meditating or feeling pain or feeling bliss or going through whatever it is you're going through, know you're never alone. There's so many of us. There's so many people on this earth. There's always someone there who goes through what you're going through, more or less. You're never alone. Most of what we're going through is part of being human. It's our shared humanity. Leave it be. Be that loving presence in which this all arises. Hold it. See it. Be with it. And if there's a particular part of your body that feels vulnerable, that you would like to give some extra love or care, you can place a hand somewhere on your body or both hands. Or perhaps offer yourself some words of kindness, like it's okay, it'll be okay. Or anything else you need to hear right now. I love you, or I see you and I love you. Or purely the words, can I be with this? Can I be with this? Help me be with this. Help me hold this with love. Can I let this be? Can I be in the not knowing and just let this be and see where it takes me? And you know where it takes you. It takes you right into love. If you can let go of the need to know or the need to change or the need to add something to your experience, there's nothing to add. Just be. It's already all there. And the love that you give to yourself right now, or the words you offer to yourself or whisper to yourself, maybe whisper them now to all beings. May all beings be able to be with themselves, to access their pain, and through their pain, and through being with themselves or through being with their joy, but through being with what's really going on inside, also access love, the love that is behind the comings and goings of things, the truth of who you are. That field where we all meet. May all beings everywhere learn to be with themselves. May all beings everywhere learn to meet themselves, to get access to the deeper truth of who they are. May all beings everywhere come out of suffering and be happy and peaceful. May all beings everywhere without exception be happy. And may all of us continue the work we're doing by ourselves or with help of a teacher. May all of us continue the work we are doing. You can do it. You can be with yourself. This is the gift. And this is the way home. Bring the palms together in front of your heart space. And let's feel some gratitude and say thank you 3 times to ourselves in our own being, to each other for this community, for having come together and having gone through this time together, having held each other. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take a deep breath in and a relaxing exhale. And then on the next inhalation, if you're ready, you can open your eyes. So thank you, dear community, for showing up for yourselves mostly and each other. And remember, I'll take this online on the website. Not all of you are members. I'll be back, of course, as well. And there are these sessions on YouTube available where they're going to stay where they are. So they're They're there for you to come back to, and you can do this yourself as well. You know a lot of things now, and just be with yourself. Just learn to be with yourself, and see what comes. When you do that, see what shows itself to you. So again, I said thank you. The one thing I wanted to say is my dear friend, I promised her, my dear friend made these meditation pillows. She makes them by hand. They're all original. And she is a friend of mine. She's called Frederique. And if anybody is interested in them, she's donating them to me all the time, giving them to me to use. And they're so beautiful and handmade and lovingly made. Then have a look. I think the link is there in the description for today, because I wanted to. It's nothing to do with me. She's just my friend. And I just like to introduce her to you. So you can click on that link and find out about her pillows. Okay, so look after yourselves. I hope to see a lot of you next Thursday at 5 o'clock on the website. I have no idea how that's going to happen yet, but I'm sure on that day you'll find out how I go live on that platform. And then I'll see some of you there, and have a wonderful rest of your day, evening. Namaste.